Emma and Louis, A Thanksgiving Tale. Once upon a crisp autumn morning in a small town wrapped in golden leaves, there lived a young woman named Emma. She was kind and thoughtful, with eyes that carried the warmth of the season itself. Thanksgiving was her favorite holiday, not for the feast nor for the pumpkin pie but for the way it brought people together. This year, however, felt different. Emma's family had moved far away, and the thought of celebrating alone left her heart a little heavy. Still, she set her table with care, a candle in the center, a pie cooling by the window and soft music drifting through the air. Across town there lived Louis, a quiet young man who often walked the same streets as Emma, though their paths had only crossed in passing. He was gentle, with a heart full of dreams, though he seldom shared them with anyone. For Louis, Thanksgiving meant little more than an ordinary day. His parents worked abroad, his friends had scattered, and so he sat alone in his little apartment, staring at a simple plate of food. Fate, however, has a curious way of weaving lives together. That afternoon, as Emma carried a basket of bread rolls to share with her neighbors, a strong gust of wind caught her scarf and sent it sailing down the street. She chased it, laughing breathlessly, until it landed at the feet of Louis, who happened to be stepping out of his building. "Is this yours?" Louis asked, holding the scarf carefully as though it were made of gold. Emma nodded, cheeks flushed from the chill and the run. "Thank you. It seems the wind had other plans for me." That small meeting sparked something gentle, like the first candle flame in the dark. Louis hesitated, then asked softly, "Are you spending Thanksgiving with anyone?" Emma smiled faintly. "Not this year. Just me and my pie." Louis, surprised by the coincidence, admitted, "Same here. Just me and my, well, not much of a pie." They both laughed, and in that laughter, a bridge formed, quiet, simple but strong. Emma tilted her head. "Would you like to join me? I've cooked far too much for one." And so, Louis followed her to the little house with the golden leaves outside. The table glowed with candlelight. The scent of roasted vegetables and cinnamon filled the air. They sat across from each other, awkward at first, but soon conversation flowed like a gentle river. They spoke of books and dreams, of childhood Thanksgivings and little hopes for the future. The hours passed unnoticed. By the time the clock struck 9, Emma felt as though she had known Louis for years, not hours. There was a quiet magic between them, the kind that does not shout but whispers and lingers in the heart long after the moment passes. Louis, gathering his courage, said, "Emma, today has been different. I didn't expect to find company, much less," he paused, searching for words, "much less something that feels so right." Emma's eyes softened. "I feel the same. Perhaps this Thanksgiving gave me more than I ever expected." The night seemed wrapped in promise, and for a moment, it felt like the beginning of something wonderful. But fate, as it often does, had one more twist to weave. As Louis reached for another slice of pie, his phone buzzed. A message lit up the screen. His face changed, pale, uncertain, caught between joy and sorrow. Emma, concerned, asked gently, "Is everything all right?" Louis hesitated, then said, "That was my parents. They've decided to return home. Not next year, not in months, but in just a few days. They want me to move back with them." The room grew still. Emma's smile faltered, though she tried to hide it. "That's wonderful news. You must be happy." Louis nodded slowly. "I am. But it means leaving this town, and leaving you." Silence settled like the last leaf falling from a tree. Then Emma, with a quiet strength, said, "Perhaps this is what Thanksgiving is meant to remind us, that every meeting, every moment of kindness is a gift, even if it is not forever." Louis reached across the table, took her hand and whispered, "No matter where I go, I'll carry this night with me. Always." And so, their story did not end with a promise of forever, but with the gentle truth that sometimes the most unexpected encounters leave the deepest marks on our hearts. That Thanksgiving, Emma and Louis discovered love, not the kind that lasts a lifetime but the kind that changes one forever. And in the flicker of candlelight as the night drew to a close, both of them whispered a quiet prayer of thanks. For the meeting, for the laughter, and for the memory that would always remain. The end.